Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for this last round of the Historic Porsche Cup here on Race Apartment. Today we're at the beautiful track of Bathurst in Australia. It's a very challenging track this week. It's going to be interesting to see who can survive on Mount Panorama. We've got an endurance race today and we'll show you the track in this video, and after that there will be a driver preview of Hans Snip.
So you have the final round of the Historic Porsche Cup here at Bathurst in New South Wales, Australia. My home track, so of course a bit of a soft spot in my heart for me. It's 6.1 kilometers long, a very long track, quite a one. I think it's the longest on the calendar. 23 corners and a top speed of roughly 255 k's in these Porsches when you get to the end of Conrod Straight. So as you can see here, the corner names: Legendary Hell Corner is the first corner, then you go down Mountain Straight to Griffin's Bend. Is a turn 2, which is a possible overtaking opportunity during the races. And up to turn 3 and 4, you're going up, making your way up the mountain there through the cutting. As you head through, I believe it's up towards McPhillamy Park there, which is at the end of the start of Sector 2, sorry. There's Reed Park as turn 6 there, which is just before McPhillamy Park, which is just on the way to Skyline, a fantastic flowing area of the track, really thrilling stuff. Of course, VA Supercars is the main series that drives around here, very legendary circuit. There's Salmon Park there, which leads onto Skyline. You still go up the mountain at this point. There's McPhillamy right at the top of the mountain as you go through Skyline just after that, which is now begins the way down the mountain, which is very fast, very flowing. As you go back down the mountain here, as you'll see the dipper popping up in a minute, which is I believe turn 14, 15. There it is, you have turn 14 is the dipper, which leads down towards Forest Elbow as you snake your way down there. And then Forest Elbow leads onto the legendary Conrod Straight, one of the most famous straights in all motor racing, really, certainly in the Southern Hemisphere. And that leads down to the absolute thrill that is the chase, which is a very exhilarating part of the track. Of course, it didn't used to be there in the old layout, but it was put onto the track in the modern layout of Bathurst. And there'll be a spot where there could be some overtaking opportunities during the races, but again, very brave stuff if you go for it down there, especially in these Porsches. And of course, Murray Corner is the final corner, I believe the 23rd and final corner on the track, so a very long and busy lap around here, which will really test the driver's consistency. As with the sectors now, of course, Sector 1 ending just after Reed Park. As you enter, just coming up the top of the mountain. Sector 2 just after Forest Elbow as you enter Conrod Straight. And Sector 3, of course, going to the line. Overtaking opportunities now. Turn 1, of course, is an overtaking opportunity. And then the second one is Turn 2 at Griffin's Bend. And then probably the last main one really is at the end of Conrod Straight down into the chase. Not many overtaking opportunities here, so the drivers will have a hard time passing. And of course the final bend as well is another one. Our driver profile for today is Hans Snip. He is Dutch, he's been a sim racer since 2005. His first sim racing game was GP Legends. And he bought GTL in January 2008, found RD. His first online race on 19th of April at the Monaco 79 in the Abarth, 30 laps with pit stop. And the reason he stayed at RD is he really much enjoys it, really likes the fun of it. Not the fastest, but a lot of fun. Photography is one of his main hobbies. He goes to Zandvoort to take pictures of the historic cars there. Apparently it's a 20-minute drive from his home, so very nice there. His second hobby is building model cars, which is really quite cool. Certainly something I'd like to get into, that's for sure. And now we look at the championship standings again after 5 rounds as we move into the final round of the championship. And as you can see, Ross McGregor still leads the championship at the moment. He's got a good little margin over Kostovski. Mathematically, Kostovski can still win, but it will take McGregor getting a very bad result or DNFing for Kostovski to actually win the championship. So McGregor just really needs to finish to secure it, but it is still a possibility. So I have to keep an eye on that for this final round. Simicic is third, looking like it's pretty secure there. He's got a nice gap to Bidstrip, and again, Simicic has got a lot of pace, so if he just finishes, he should have that third place in the bag. He may even challenge for second as well. You got Stanjak in 5th, Betty 6th, Ross 7th, Silver 8th after missing a few rounds. Has dropped down the order a bit. Smith 9th, and then Anderson rounds out your top 10. As you can see, that bottom end of that 10, they're very close in points. They'll be interesting to see where people mix around now after that final round of the championship.
So good evening everyone, and welcome to this last round here of the Historic Porsche Cup at Bathurst. Today we'll have an endurance race of 26 laps on the mountain here, and one lap is around, for McGregor it's around 2 minutes 18. So it's gonna be a race that's gonna last about an hour, and it's gonna be very challenging for all drivers. Taking these old Porsches and we're putting them where they're really hard to drive. The track on the mountain itself is very narrow, and it's got walls on either side, so the margin of mistakes on this track is really small, and we've already seen this season that these cars can slide around a lot and they're hard to control sometimes. So it's going to be interesting to see in this race, because you can't make mistakes without hitting the walls, and those walls will be very close to the drivers when they're pushing to the maximum here. As we said, we're doing 26 laps around this, and we'll have one stop scheduled. That pit stop has to be within lap 8 and 14, so that's the pit stop window. Last time we saw an endurance race, we saw them all do it at around lap 12 or 13, so I'm looking to see if they do that this time as well. They have to change at least 2 of the 4 tires. It's taking them about a minute, about 30 seconds, or if you take tires, and people might take the risk here. They might go for it this last race of the season. Of course, because it's an endurance race, there will be double points as well. And we'll have a look at the standings now as well in total. There's McGregor leading with 458 points. He's quite a bit in the lead. Then Jarek Kostowski is in second with 1,245. He'll need McGregor to almost not finish this race to still overtake him, and then Kostowski has to win it. If you win this race, the points awarded will be 300. So that's double of the 150 we normally see in these shorter races, in the 20-minute races. In third position there's Janez Simonsic, who's missed the first round at Sebring and who's got up all the way into that last podium position. He's got 1,128 points. I've calculated that Simonsic, if he wants that second place from Kostowski, he needs to win this race and then have Kostowski finish 9th or below. So it's unlikely, but you never know in this gnarly track, because it can bite you and it can shorten your race if you hit those walls at the wrong moment or at the wrong angle. Fourth position is Stig Bitstrup. It's had a very consistent season with very good scores overall. Fifth is Stanjak. We've seen him with a really good qualifying last time round, and he hasn't been in the top 5, but he's always been decent in the top 10. Sixth is Betty. Seventh is LaRose. He's missed the first round as well. He's shown some very good races, and then last round was a bit disappointing again on the Porsche track. And then it looks like qualifying is about to start now. I'll just finish the standings. In 8th place is Silva, 9th is Smith. There's 10th is Anderson, 11th Sneap, 12th is Ramsbottom, 13th is Kappel, 14th is Rodriguez, Shillito is in 15th, Mirvold, the guest driver last race, is in 16th, Bremer, another guest driver last week, is in 17th, Martins is in 18th, Hardwick 19th, and then Duplo runs out the top 20 in 20th position. So qualifying is started now. Let's see who's out first. Looks like Bremer is waiting on the inside, and then on the outside Kappel looks like he's going out first. So it's Kapal in front of Breme, and the Rose, Simoncic, Betty. Bitstrap is going out, and the rest of them are staying in for now. Not that many people out yet, but of course because this is an endurance race, the qualifying time will be longer. It will be 30 minutes to qualify now. They'll have a bit more time than they usually have, and there's no need to go out first and be stuck in traffic while you can just wait a bit, because you've got half an hour to put one lap in. There should be plenty of time, even if you make a couple of mistakes. A couple of times in these laps you'll have plenty of time to do another one. And there Kapal spins already. So he spun on his outlap. He's back to the pits. That's a sign of how dangerous this track now is. He wasn't even on a timed lap and he pushed his luck already and he spun. So that's no good start for him. I think Simoncic there hit him. Doesn't look like he's got damage, though he's not slowing down. Looks like LaRose is out first now, after that crash we just saw. So he's going wide as well. So they're already struggling on this outlap here, that's interesting. LaRose now going around the last corner, and we'll go on board with him to have a track preview on board in these Porsches. So there you have it, that's one lap around the Mount Panorama circuit at Bathurst. It was a 2:21 LaRose did, wasn't too bad. Simoncic put in a 2:19.9 though, he's 1.4 seconds quicker. Looks like he'll be catching up to LaRose soon then, on this kind of pace. Bitstrup with a 2:23, it's been 3rd position, and Betty is the last one that's done a lap in 4th. So a very technical and challenging track this one is, especially with these cars. It's gonna be a real endurance race to see who can really stay on track without getting damage for the 26 laps. Especially if tires start wearing, and maybe if someone has the balls to choose to just change 2 tires. They might win big time with that, and it might even be an advantage if they can handle that, but I'd be really surprised if anyone chooses that and then handles it without hitting the walls a couple of times. It's hard enough without having an unbalanced car with 2 tires that are worn and 2 tires that aren't. It looks like Simch is catching up a bit to the roaster, but they've both already hit the wall this lap. We don't know how good these laps will be for them. Very high speed on the back straight here into this chicane they're coming here. Hard on the brakes, it's hard to get the car settled there before you have to brake, especially with the weight of these cars and the engine in the back. Going downhill towards the last corner now. Let's see if he improves on his previous time. Dimsh is already waiting, so he's not on a good lap. Doesn't look like LaRose improved his time either. Now Bitstrup coming over the line. He improved his time a bit to 22.8. That puts him in 5th position so far. We haven't seen a lap so far from McGregor, so we don't know what the benchmark is. We've already seen in the previous runs that he's almost every time he's the man to beat, and in practice just before he's done a 2:18 already. So that's more than a second away from Simch's current time. McGregor's still in pits, so he hasn't marked yet. Couple hasn't set a lap either. I think he's spun it a couple of times already, so it's gonna be interesting to see if he can make the full race distance and if he can't put a bank lap for qualifying in. Maybe he's just pushing it too much, and there he goes again into the wall. He lost the rear end and then spun into the wall. We've seen at some trucks before that there was runoff area and those mistakes wouldn't really be punished. Here you'll be into the walls directly before you can even blink your eyes, and if you've got a bit of bad luck then the car will be damaged. Going downhill here now. He looks a bit out of control. We're very happy there. You're braking for the hairpin, you'll need to have a good exit from this one. You're onto the full back straight. Looks like he's got a good exit there at least. And trying to carry that speed all the way back to the chicane here. First you'll have a flat out right hander. You have to take the most amount of time that you can on the left to keep it flat out and line the car for the next left hander there for the braking. He's going a bit wide there, yeah. That's a good example of what you have to do there. You have to settle the car in before you start braking there. The car wasn't settled in yet, it was still taking a corner, and then you just slide off with these cars. So that's Capel off for maybe a third or 4th time already. That's not a very good sign for the race. Meanwhile up front there's Silva, that's close to Simicic. He's on a 220.2. He's only 3 tenths off of Simicic than this Gostowski in third. He's always very consistent. Isn't necessarily the fastest guy, but I think he's got a decent chance at winning today because those small mistakes will be punished there with these walls, and we haven't seen him making too many mistakes yet. He's got decent pace, so if the first two, and Simicic and McGregor, because they've shown better pace than he does so far, if they make a bit of a mistake or they start fighting a bit, I think Gostowski will be there. It's good to see Silva now again competitive. We've seen in a couple of races where he wasn't that competitive, but at the first couple of rounds he was strong, and it looks like he's strong today again. Second position now, only 3 tenths off of Simicic in first. Interesting enough, McGregor still hasn't done a lap. He's got 15 minutes left still in qualifying session, but you never know. We've seen Capel spun off a couple of times already, so he might want to get going soon. Now Simicic finishing a lap, let's see if he can improve his time. Oh, he's just starting a lap. So let's look how he does in this lap. He'll have to get a good exit from this corner on this straight. He goes a bit wide, so with 4 tires outside of the right line, so he should have lifted there a bit for qualifying. Maybe better not to risk it. Again, it's a pretty narrow track for these cars. Going up the mountain here. Looked like he could go under there. On the edge again of those 4 tires over the white lines. You'll have to carry much speed through here because you've got the banking working with you. So you can take more speed than you initially think. Nice close here. Very close to the walls there, even touching them. But it doesn't look like it's brought him off balance too much. To me it looks like a decent lap so far. He's going a bit wide there though, he missed the apex. That will cost him. He's still going on now. Of course very hard braking with these cars with the engine in the rear, going down the hill here. Doing these turns, it's very easy to unsettle the car. They're touching the inside wall. It's touching the outside wall. So it's already seen in qualifying that it's really hard for them to even complete a lap without touching that wall. So I'll hope for them that they won't get too much damage off of it. They might get some little suspension damage, and there Smith going off ahead of him. Doesn't look like it will bother him though. Got a decent exit here. I'm interested to see if that lap was actually decent because he's hit the wall 3 or 4 times here. Going in the last straight now. Was it 220? Not too far off. So there's definitely improvement Dimish's time because that wasn't a clean lap at all. Going a bit wider again. Now Gostowski has improved his lap quite a bit. He's now still in 3rd position, but he's only 5 tenths off his Simicic at first. He's coming. He improves his time again. That was a 222.4, so that wasn't a good lap. Let's see if he can do something better this time around. He's got a better exit here than Simicic did. He keeps all 4 tires within the white lines there. Going this very long straight heading towards the mountain. This very hard first corner here, turning hill. That outside wall coming towards real quick in the exit. But barely missed it. Again, you can take quite a bit of speed through here because of the banking. I think he could have taken some more speed there. He kept it to the inside very much, but he did have a good entry for the next one. There, as we saw Simichis do, just slightly tapping that outside wall. Keeping a nice line through here. Let's see if he can catch the apex. And he does catch the apex here. Braking late, but keeping the car under control here. Very, very impressive. Now going down the hill on this windy section. He looks good, very close to the inside walls, but not actually to them. Looks like a very good lap to me. Now looking for a good exit here. He's got that one. Now taking that speed through this whole back straight here. And then trying to brake for the chicane. Trying to get the car settled. Trying to get it straight and then brake for the chicane. Let's see. At all. Right more, and he's got a good exit through this corner. I think this could be our new pro lap here. He's got one corner to go. See if he can keep it together. He's gone a bit wide. Was a 220.1, so just a bit off, but that took him second place. So it's Gostowski now into second place. Nice lap from him. McGregor is out now as well. So McGregor is going to start his first timed lap soon. He's heading towards the back straight now. Still warming the tires up, warming the brakes up, getting everything ready for his fast lap. So he's done it to 18 already. It would be over second quicker than Simichis if he can repeat that here in this qualifying session. He's got 11.5 minutes to do so. He's heading towards the last corner. They look to find a good exit out of here. That looks good to me. He'll try to do the same for this one. This is very long front straight. Taking a good exit, wide exit as well. Now he's heading towards the mountain, towards the very technical part. He's turned in early here, interesting to see. I think turning in early compromises actually slightly, but it didn't look too bad. Taking good speed through this corner. That's where I think Gostowski lost a bit of his time, but McGregor takes a bit more speed. Again, very close to this wall, but doesn't actually touch it like Simichis and Gostowski did. He's already 4 tenths faster in the first sector. I'm sorry, 1 tenth. I misunderstood that. So it's 1 tenth up. He's got good control here going down the mountain in this windy section. As he's slightly touching the wall there, though he's had a bit of understeer. Now trying to take the exit. looked like a good exit to me. So now it's 3 tenths up. I don't think he'll throw it his way. Going towards the chicane here. He's keeping a very nice line. Braking from the outside. That looked good and clean. Only one corner to go. Taking a very wide entry. And I think that will be your 4 lap so far. There we go to 18.9. 8 tenths up at semi-seat. So he's showing the field again who really is the guy to beat. He's still going for another lap though, so he might have even more. We'll push a bit more, I think, this lap after the bank, and let's go on board with him on the mountain. Again, so close to these walls they are. Trying to line the carb on the left. Bit of understeer, but he's keeping it together, not touching the wall there on the left. Amazingly car control that he's got. He's centimeters from the wall there. Lost the rear end a bit, but keeps a very nice slide through the whole corner. I think some other people would have lost the car there, but without any major corrections, he just kept the slide throughout the whole corner and didn't lose too much time there. He's coming up now to Betty. Very close to the outside wall there again. Let's see if he can take an inside. Yeah. Oh no, no, no. Didn't yet gas settled there for the braking and just lost it in the braking. Pushing it too hard, I think. So he won't improve in his lap time he set so far. Simcic is still in second place with a 19.6. Silva jumped into third position in the last podium position. He's got a 220.1, just jumping Kostowski by 400ths of a second. LaRose is in 5th position, so close to Kostowski again, as we've seen almost throughout the whole season. He's on a 221.3, so if he wants to fight Kostowski again, he'll have to find a bit of time. Bitstrip is in 6th position, there's Betty in 7th, Stanjak is in 8th, Bremer is in 9th, Ramsbottom rounds out the top 10. Kappel is in 11th so far, there's Rodriguez in 12th position, Anderson is in 13th, Smith is 14th, and Snip running out the field in 15th position. So no real big surprises so far. McGregor again on pole position, showing off his muscles again on this technical track here. Simicic has already done 4 2:19s in qualifying here, so he's shown at least that he's got the consistency to do these laps, which is very important for this endurance league. McGregor going out now again. He wants to improve his lap time. He feels like there's still something left. Simmons is still going. Let's see, he's on the last corner now. Onto the main straight. That's a 220.2, so he isn't able to do that 219 again. It's a low 220, so at least he's got the consistency. That's very important in this race, I think. Silva now winding up a lap. It's a 220.3, so it doesn't improve his time. Again, he's doing pretty consistent lap times. He's done 5, 6 2-minute 20s already. So consistently doesn't really seem to be that big of an issue for the top couple of guys. We'll have to see in the race when it's race time and when the laps count. He's pushing it though, Silva. Going a very wide line in the hairpin and then, yep. So he tried to go maybe for Simch's time. He had to find about 4 tenths, but it wasn't to be for him this time. There's 2 minutes 20 seconds left in his qualifying session. So the guys will be able to finish the laps now and maybe do another quick lap after that if they cross the finish line quick enough. But it's too late now to go from the pits to another lap. Bremen now jumping up to the 7th position with a 222.8. Really close there for 7th. There's Bremen with a 222.8. Betty's got a 22.9. Stunjik's got a 22.9, and then Ramsbottom got a 24.1. So there's a good fight there for 7th towards 9th. Only a 10th of a second between them. So you can go either way in a race. They're all still out on lap as well, so they can still improve. McGregor now just starting his lap. He improved his time last lap with a 2:18.4, so he's over second, quicker now than Simichi's in second position. But he's still going for it, still trying to find more time. Kostowski there losing it a bit on the curb. Kept it though, he held it, but he lost too much time. It's the lap. So Kostowski won't be able to jump Silva for 3rd position, and will probably have to settle with 4th place. Official time in qualifying is over as well, so the guys will be able to finish their laps now, and then we'll go to the warm-up session. Bremer almost improved his personal best, but he was only 1/100th of a second off. Stunjek there just jumping him. He put in 22.6, and that puts him into 7th position now. So at the last moment in qualifying, he just jumps Bremer there for 8th. McGregor now coming up to the last chicane as well. Let's see if he can improve on his already stunning time. To 18.2. It's just shown the competition what his real pace really is, and he's gonna be hard to keep up with, especially in this 26 lap race. So we could see him get a massive win today. But as we've seen, Simoncic has been faster in the races than he's been in qualifying, so I might be able to stick with him, but 1.4 seconds is a big gap. Looks like everyone's done their qualifying lap. I'll go through the order now. It's McGregor winning qualifying again. Simoncic, his main rival, in 2nd place. It's Silva jumping Kostowski for 3rd position. It's LaRose in 5th position. Bitstrup is 6th. Stunjek just jumped Bremer there for 7th. Betty in 9th. Ramsbottom in 10th position. Rodriguez only 11th. Gappels 12th. Anderson is 13th. Smith is 14th, and then Sneap running up the field in 15th position. Most of them now choosing not to go out, rest a bit for this long race to come. Couple of them going out, practicing some starts now. And while this warm up here, we can do the first question for this week as well. So, if you want to win a 1 month free premium at Race Department, you have to send your answer to the following question to Yves LaRose on Race Department. So send him a personal message with your answer, and there will be a random winner picked from the correct answers to the following question. So, who won the 2014 Bathurst 1000 for the V8 Supercars? So who won that last season in the 2014 season? If you know that, send your answer to Yves LaRose on Race Department, and who knows, you'll win a 1 month free premium. So we've got just under 2 minutes left now. So what I'm looking forward to seeing today, I think that it's going to be closer to for second, third and fourth than it is for the lead. Last couple of races we've seen Timicic actually challenge McGregor for the lead. He won the last race, the second race in Leipzig at the Porsche test track last week. We saw that McGregor had a bit more pace there, but he was a bit unfortunate, and there Timicic was to really take advantage of that. He might be able to do the same today. As we said, Simicic, he needs a very good finish, and then Gostowski to finish way down the order if he wants that second position in the championship. There aren't really many drivers close to each other in the championship. There's Smith in 9th and Anderson in 10th. They're only 9 points apart. Let's see where they qualified here. Anderson qualified 13th and Smith 14th. So they're really close today as well. We'll keep an eye on that, on who's got the advantage there. Silva might make up some points on the Ross. He's got his good qualifying. Silva's only 49 points behind the Ross. And it looks like the race is about to start. Everyone lining up on the grid. They'll be going into Hell corner here, the first corner. Then that very long straight taking them to Griffin's Bend, up the mountain. There are the lights, and they're off for the 26 laps here at Bathurst. Looks like Simicic is on a way better start there than McGregor. McGregor is falling back through the field a lot, and he's been punted off. He's off on the inside of the corner. Looks like Betty there touched him, and he lost the rear end there. He's way back now. Only 2 cars behind him. He's got 26 laps to try to make up that. That's very unfortunate. We already saw the exact same thing happen to him in the second race at Montreal. He came back to a 4th position there, but remember that was only a 20-minute race. This will be about an hour. Up front, Simicic, the lead at the start. He had a much better start than McGregor. I think McGregor almost stalled. Then Silva's in second. Bitstrup made up some positions again, like we saw him do last week. Taking a good start. He's in third. Gostowski 4th, Ross 5th, and Bremen make up some positions as well in 6th. Gostowski and Silva already making a bit of a gap between them. The rest of the field can't really keep up to them yet. Looks like McGregor's already made up a couple of positions. No, he's still in the same position. He's behind Smith now though. He's putting pressure on Smith. Diving up the inside. Wasn't enough. Let's see if he can slipstream past now. And at the front they're almost going straight right there for third position. There's LaRose, Kostowski and Bitstrip, and both LaRose and Kostowski took it. And Simic went right, Simic went right there. Simic into the gravel track, and that will give Silva first position now. LaRose third, he's jumping Simic as well. That whole group that was fighting third position now jumped Simic. So both people that are been very strong in the last couple of races shown some mistakes here. It's a very challenging track. So Silva after one lap in the lead, he's almost 4 seconds clear of LaRose in second. Just took Bitstrip there on the straight. Kostowski is in third, Bitstrip still in fourth, with Simic falling back all the way to fifth. He's in the slipstream now with Bitstrip. See if we can do something in front of Griffin's bend. Bitstrip having a look. There's Simic going onto the inside. He hasn't got enough though. Still looking. He's got a better exit there. There won't be any chance to do it here. Maybe run the outside. He's found a good line. We'll have to try. Yes, he took the momentum around the outside there. Very impressive move. So that Simic is back into fourth position now. Very interesting stuff here at the first couple of laps. Remember, it's a 26 lap event, so they're gonna want to take it easy a bit in the first lap, but as we saw, a lot happening in the first lap already. I'll promise some good things for the rest of the race. Ross now keeping the gap to Silva. It's still just under 4 seconds. McGregor's fought his way back to 11th already. Having a look up the inside now of Anderson. He was lagging there a bit. That slowed McGregor down. McGregor having a look up the inside of Anderson. I don't think that Anderson can do much to defend this, to be honest. He's taking it round. No, he's lost it. He wanted to try to take too much speed around the outside and lost it into the gravel trap. So we've seen that corner really causing some trouble. And there's LaRose. LaRose with DNF. LaRose left the race. So that looks like some sort of connection issue there. Out of second position, that's a real shame. Looks like a connection issue for LaRose. After a very good first couple of laps, that's a real shame. Now for P2 Simic has got round Kostowski already. Going round the outside. Very nice move by Simic again, so he'll look to close that gap to Silva. It's about 5.7 seconds he's got now. And with LaRose now, Silva's looking very good to take up a position in the championship. Maybe even 2 if he's leading this race. Betty in 6th position and Stanjak in 5th. And they're only about 50 points ahead of him. So that's looking very good for Silva so far. Kostowski will try to follow Simic now. Simic hit the wall. Simic hit the wall, pushing too hard. So that's Simic off again, making a mistake again. He's held on to 3rd position now. They're only letting Kostowski pass. Let's hope for him he doesn't have any damage from that. Bitstrip caught wide up again though. So Silva's still in lead without making too many mistakes. McGregor going wrong, Rams got in there for 9th, sorry. Missed that there, so McGregor now into 8th position. Look at speed staking through that corner there compared to Rams button. So McGregor now in 8th position, 20 seconds down on Silva in the lead. He's only 9 seconds down, and Simic just made a couple of mistakes, but he was right there at the beginning of the race. Right now he's got a much better exit than Capel. He'll go in for 7th position really easily here. Nothing Capel can do about it after that exit he had from the corner. So McGregor going into Griffin's span now onto the mountain. He's got Stanjak and Bremer in his side. Still pretty close, and he's making pressure from some of those people here. So he's fighting his way back to the front quickly again. Stanjak really close to Bremer here. And then with McGregor catching up, Stanjak losing the rear end here a bit. That's caused McGregor to catch up immediately. So McGregor now with a good exit. Be alongside him really soon now, I think. Stanjak not giving him too much room, but it's inevitable. McGregor with that better exit. And he's going now towards Bremer in 5th position already, so he's already up to 6th position. McGregor, impressive stuff here, very impressive. Silva is making the gap to 2nd place bigger now, just turned to 19.9, not a bad lap for him, that's quicker than he did in qualifying. McGregor now up the inside for 5th place already, so he didn't even need the mountain straight there. McGregor very impressive doing it to 20.9 through traffic. I don't think it will be long until he catches up to the next guy, which is Bitstrip in 4th position. He's about 6 seconds behind now, so in a couple of laps I'll expect him to be right at the gearbox of Bitstrip. So it's a real shame there that there was disconnected. He's in a good position, he hasn't been that high up the order this whole season. And then he was going strong, and I think it was a disconnect because he just suddenly left the race without any notice. There's still a fight going on for 6th position. Becker just got past him, but Stanjak and Bremer aren't done fighting yet. We saw them very close to qualifying already, so their pace is almost identical. Bremer taking deep line here, Stanjak with a good exit. Looks like Bremer's got a better top speed though. Stanjak has got some trouble trying to keep up with him in the slipstream. He's got it now, they're going up the inside. He backs out of it. Smart thing to do, we've already seen. And he goes up the inside here. And Bremer didn't expect that. Made a bit of contact there, but a very nice move as Stanjak going back from far behind into his, in the braking. And it took an easy line there in the first, that right hander there, but he came back at him for the left hander in the straight. Let's see if Bremer can do something about it. Stanjak going wide in the exit, that will allow Bremer. Bremer's a bit too far back though to take advantage of that. So it was too far back to take advantage of that mistake, and now Bremer is really close to Stanjak though. Kostowski now in second position. He's about 10 seconds down in Silva, who's doing a very impressive race so far. Starting to get close for second position here. Simic is catching up to Kostowski. They're within a second now again. And I think it's closer for fourth place here. McGregor going towards pitstop. He's caught up real quick there. That was a 6-second gap they had. McGregor trying to go up the inside there. We already saw Stanjak back off a bit. McGregor is going for it though. Very nice control he's got there. He's got the corner covered and he's got the position. So McGregor up into fourth position already. Very impressive there, being hit off at the first corner and now into fourth position. He's made up over 10 positions already, and he's only 19 seconds behind Silva in the lead. Remember, they've still got about 20 laps to go, so plenty of time for him to catch up, and I expect McGregor to be a real threat for the win here again, even after that what happened in the first corner. It looks like we've got some news on what happened to Snip. His game crashed at the start of the race, so he couldn't start the race even. It's a real shame for him. I think something similar happened to Eve as well. Now Simic has got second position now. I didn't expect him to get that on the mountain. There's not much room there to pass, and he's already got it now. So it might have been the case that Kostowski made a little mistake there. They both lost a bit of time in Silva, so that might have been the case. It'll be interesting to see now if Simic can close that gap to Silva. He tried to do it before and then crashed. He hit the wall and then spun around, almost hitting Kostowski as well. And now I've got a fight for 8 as well. With Koppel and Rodriguez, but Koppel going, they're both going wide. Both not the optimal line through there. Probably Rodriguez there following Koppel, and Koppel make a mistake. Let's see who gets a better exit out of here. They'll have to hold back straight to make up that pass into the slipstream. Looks like Kapala's got a good exit here. Looks like Rodriguez will be too far back to do anything about it just yet. Going into this very tricky braking area here. They both got a nice line into that corner though. And they're both not far of Bremer either. He's B7. It's actually pretty close to B6. That's Stanjak in B6. So Stanjak, Bremer, Kappel and Rodriguez are all close from 6th to 9th position. There, Kappel made a mistake, and now he made another mistake. Don't get back with Rodriguez, and that was Rodriguez into 8th position. So already seen Kappel made quite a bit of mistakes here. Might try to keep it down a bit and then just try to reach the finish line without getting damaged. Let the other people make mistakes, especially on this track with these cars. You have to have real balls to do this. Now I don't know about you guys, but I'm impressed by the pace that Silva's showing. He's consistently running 220 lows and he's even done a 219.9. That's faster than he did in qualifying. He's running it consistently, and that's what we've seen a lot of people make mistakes here. So that might give him a good chance at the win if he can keep those lap times up. If he keeps going like this, I think he's got a good chance at it. But then McGregor can't catch up too much. McGregor has of course got that amazing pace in qualifying. He's still about 20 seconds back, he's 19.1 seconds now, so he's caught up a little bit, but not too much yet. Simic is not really able to catch up either. And Silva just went in the 8th lap. That means the pit window is open now. So the pit window now is open. Looks like Ravensbottom is steps down already, don't know what happened there. He might have had some damage. But of course he had a pit stop then, but it wasn't in the pit stop window, so he'll have to do another one in this pit stop window. And they're still going on there for 8 and 9. B7, 8 and 9 actually. Bremer there, going on the outside of Rodriguez. He's got the speed. Let's see if Rodriguez can have a bit later braking there. He's taking it on the inside. Very impressive driving there by both of them. There Rodriguez going deep into that corner. Looks like, yes, he's kept the position, so he's held it. Good defending from him, and that made a ball there catch up to them again. It was really close between them three there. Stanjak getting away a bit from them. He's now got a 3-second gap to Rodriguez. Of course, Stanjak in 6th position. McGregor's now starting to close the gap a bit. It's down to 17.7 seconds. He's coming up towards Kostowski now. He's only got about 3 seconds in between them now. The Ravensbottom, the leopard, getting out of the way of them. 17.6, so he didn't make up too much time in the last sector, but he did make up time there on 3rd position, which is Kostowski. Gap's getting a bit bigger for the fight for P7. Not within striking distance anymore, they're about 1 second apart. It looks like Eve just lost connection there, very unfortunate, having good race so far. It was only his second lap, but he was in P2, so he won 3 positions going from P5 from the start. He showed some good pace, so he should have been able to keep in the top 5 at least. And we'll keep a look at McGregor now. He's catching up to Kosowski, and it won't be long until he'll be at the back of Kosowski and trying to pass him. Don't think he'll be just close enough in the straight here. Maybe he'll do it on the main straight or the first straight here out of Hell's Corner. Taking a wide entry there, almost taking 4 tires off the track over the white line. Now McGregor's really closing up quickly now. Kosowski is a bit of a sitting duck now, there's not much he can do. McGregor's flying. He's having a go. No, he's not having a go. He's just stuck in behind and then try to get a good exit out of this corner, and he'll have a whole straight, a whole mountain straight to try to pass Kosowski. Taking up into the inside already. Let's see who's got higher top speed. Still side by side. Looks like McGregor's got it now though. So McGregor, another position. He's into P3 now. Let's see if Kosowski can hold with him, maybe McGregor. I don't think it will be long until he catches up to Simicic. And maybe after the pits, we'll try to catch up to Silva even. Would be interesting to see what they do in the pits as well. We saw last time Simicic jumping McGregor, but then receiving a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane. So we've had 10 laps so far. Simicic now got the gap within 10 seconds again at 9.5 seconds. He's not closing in rapidly though, he might take it a bit more easily after he crashed when he tried to do it the first time. Let's see if anyone goes into pits this lap. Silva's going on. Simicic is not going. McGregor still continuing. And Kosowski as well, so nobody of the top 4 into the pits yet. They might be taking a bit more fuel and then not having to refuel as much. Now for 6th and 7th position, Staniak close to Rodriguez. So Staniak falling a bit. So they complete their 11th lap as well. He's a bit too far off, I'm afraid now though. Let's see, maybe with a better exit and with a good top speed he can catch up. Doesn't look like it though, he's too far off. McGregor now at 14 seconds behind, so he's made up another 5 seconds. He'll be running out of time a bit though, he's got about 14 more laps to go now, just over 14 more laps. That will be about 1 second per lap, and if Silva keeps that pace up of those 220 flats, it's going to be hard for McGregor to catch up. But as we've seen, he can do this 218s, so it's always possible for him if he can do this consistently. Looks like Simchis is into the pits. Yes, Simchis is into the pits now at 12. Silva still continuing. And Kostowski's still on as well, so it's only Simchis into the pits from the front runners. Let's see how that turns out for him. Bitstrap not bidding yet either. Neither is Rodriguez, so it looks like Simchis is bidding early. He might find himself in a bit of traffic now. There he goes, off. He'll try not to receive drive through now for speeding the pit line. He's got Stanjak there right driven though, so that might hold him up. That might not be good, and he's going deep into the corner though with fresh tires. So nothing for him to worry about being stuck behind clappers, at least so far. He's got Rodriguez up ahead. He's about 5 seconds in front of him. Let's see what Silva does if he pits this lap. He's coming up to the pit entry. He's still going on. So only 2 more opportunities after this to go into the pit. He'll try to not get stuck in traffic, and Simchis is risking in the pit now. He's heading towards Rodriguez, but he hasn't held up just yet. And Kostowski in the pits now. Bitstrap going in as well. So they're starting to go into the pits now. They've got 2 more laps after this. Rodriguez going into the pits. So it's only McGregor and Silva now of the front runners that are staying out. Stanja going into the pits as well. Let's see what Anderson does. He's not bidding just yet. Silva keeping his very nice consistent pace up. Since lap 4 he's only done 20 lows. So a couple of high 220s, but very impressive so far. But then is McGregor just showing the pace is really good. He's just done it to 19.2, and a couple laps before that he put it to 19 flat. Just make up a couple of seconds per lap, and that would be enough to catch up to Silva for the lead. So Silva in the pits now. McGregor as well, so they both go into the pits at the same time. Let's see if someone chooses not to change both of the tires. Looks like McGregor's had a much better pit entry though. Yes, McGregor much better pit entry, and they're making up some more time even. The gap is within 10 seconds now. Let's see what Simicic comes out. He already did his pit stop, and he'll maybe even jump McGregor now if he's lucky. Don't think so, because McGregor showed a good pace and he's got the good pit entry. Silva's still in pits, still waiting. Simicic is coming up to the last corner now. He might jump them, he might jump them both. It's gonna be very close. They're both coming out. So they're all three together. McGregor must have get some less fuel than Silva did, and Simicic is right there behind them. We're within a second again now. So we're gonna have a very good fight for the lead now. McGregor just jumping Silva in the straight now. Simicic will try to jump Silva as well, try to stay with McGregor like he's done in earlier races this season. Won't be easy though to pass here on top of the mountain. Justowski not far off as well, so I think Silva took less fuel at the start of the race or something. He lost time there in the pits. He didn't have the best of pit entries, but it can't be that much that he lost. And they've got a lap now, round spot in front of them. Let's see how that plays out for them. Round spot them going deep into that corner. They're all three together now. Ramsbottom going off to the left side. So, might have been the case that McGregor only took 2 tires and Silva took 4 of them. We don't for just yet, maybe we'll see in the pace. It looks like a DNF for Anderson. He disconnected there, he was in 8th position. He might not have done his pit stop there. He's at 14 laps and I don't think he did his pit stop yet, so he might have forgot to take his pit stop. That's not a good thing there. But back to the front. And it looks like McGregor's gone wide. McGregor's gone wide there, but he hasn't lost too much, so Silva can go past. Let's see if Simicic diving up the inside. So McGregor losing 2 positions there, going wide. He made up all that run. He's got a good exit now though. He's on to the inside of Simicic. It's a 3-way fight for the lead here. Simicic will try to have a good exit to the inside of McGregor already. Let's see if we can get the slipstream of Silva. All slipstream now. It looks like McGregor's got a good top speed like we saw at the Hockenheim ring. McGregor diving up the inside. Simicic taking round the outside of McGregor. Silva going wide, that might hinder that Simicic. Simicic and McGregor, oh, they made a bit of contact. Damn, this is a close fight here. Silva in the lead now, Simpson second, McGregor third. Let's see how long the Silva can keep them back, because looks like McGregor's got the pace and Simpson is just a bit fast. Silva there, taking risk, drifting through the corner there. On top of the mountain, really exciting stuff now here. McGregor even losing out a bit here. He's going deep into that corner, catching up a bit again. And very fast into that corner, now he's on the back of Simicic again. Let's see who can do something on the back straight here. Looks like the best exit there is from McGregor. He'll have a look on the outside or in the inside of Simicic real soon, I think. There he goes. On the outside now. He's got the speed and he should have it even before the next corner. He's got it now. Wonderful exit there from McGregor. Simicic having a look on the inside, but it's not directly there. They're all making the corner this time. Silva's got a bit of a gap now. He's throwing really consistent Silva. What a finale to the season this is. It's across the line now with 10 laps to go. It's Silva leading, almost second in front of McGregor with Simicic on his tail. Simicic will maybe have a look now, he's in McGregor's slipstream. Goes very good to slipstream around the track with that long back straight and the front straight. What an end to the season. Looks like Silva is taking a bit of a different line there, that's what I thought last time as well. He's going a bit slower, but he's got good exit speed through there and he keeps his gap. They're going out to a bit of lap traffic now though. Let's see who that is. Looks like Smith is in front of him. He should be getting out of the way, but there's no real place here to go out of the way. They're getting stuck all a bit behind Smith though. He had nowhere to go here at the top of the mountain. Nobody really lost or gained anything there. Simicic's diving up the inside. He had a look there. That'll cost him a bit on the exit here. Last time we saw McGregor really make up time here. McGregor now making a bit of a gap to Simicic and closing up to Silva. Simicic are hitting the outside of the wall. The outside wall there wasn't really kind to him. That will hurt his exit and already looked like McGregor's got a bit higher top speed than his other guys have. So he's got an advantage definitely. Another lap coming up, it's Dennis Betty this time. Silva with a bit of a gap again, he's got a really good last sector. Let's see Betty. Not moving over yet. Silva's come up, made a mistake though. The gap is 1.1 seconds now to McGregor and Simicic is still on his tail. Silva maybe even get a bit of slipstream here, so it might be an advantage to him. Definitely looks like it. Betty coming back on the racing line. McGregor might lose a bit now. Getting a strange line there for Silva. He lost out this time though, I think. Definitely lost out a bit, and now Simicic is getting stuck a bit. As we saw the last lap, there's nowhere to go on the top of the mountain here. Walls on the other side, so there's no real place to go for the lappers, and the guys that are lapping there will have to wait. McGregor now 0.5 of a second behind Silva. Simicic is falling back a bit with that lapper. They're coming up towards Koppel here. So they've lapped in 9th position already. Amazing pace these front three guys are showing. And then there's 14 seconds back there to Kostowski. But now McGregor's got a good exit again. Can he do the same thing he did to Simicic on the back straight here? Doesn't look like he's as close as he was last time. He can still have a look up the inside. Just not close enough this time. Silva braking late, still making the corner though. Bit of a drift. McGregor now with better exit, but Silva had a bit of a drift there. Going round the outside. Side by side into the final corner. Looks like McGregor's got a bit of an advantage now, but Silva keeps around the inside. Still going side by side here. 0.06 of a second separating them. Silva up inside still, McGregor taking around the outside. And that will of course make Simicic catch back up again. Looks like McGregor's got it now though. So McGregor into the lead from that crash he had in the first corner. Very impressive stuff. It's not over yet. It's still really close, and the slipstream can do a lot like we saw earlier. And of course they still have to do almost 8 laps on this very challenging track. Top 3 within a second now. What a finale to the season. Simicic going wide, losing a bit again. Silva will want to keep in touch with McGregor and maybe catch up in the slipstream a bit on the back straight and then do something on the front straight like we saw McGregor do as well. He's falling back a bit now though, McGregor's really pushing it. I don't think that they can catch up to McGregor now. With McGregor's pace he's gone now, but Simicic is having a go at Silva. Still a fight for second. As we've seen, last sector's really strong for Silva. Catching up a bit again. McGregor isn't out of it yet. 0.8 of a second now, the gap from McGregor to Silva. Simicic maybe will have a go into Hell's corner. Will stay behind for the long straight and try to slipstream past like McGregor did last lap. Simicic is still tucking behind. Trying to gain speed, and there goes up into the inside. Braking later, Silva with that different line he's got. He's taking it round the outside. And looks like Simicic's got it. Very nice motor by Simicic, really tags into slipstream, drafting, then getting top speed, and getting up the inside to make the pass. Very good stuff there. Now it'll be interesting to see if Simicic can really push, maybe catch up McGregor, hit the outside wall there a bit. Doesn't look like it will affect him too much. Got now 1.4 seconds from McGregor to Simicic. gap's getting a bit bigger now. Gap to Gustowski is 21 seconds now, so he's falling back as well. Silva's still close to Simic. He's having a go up the inside. Where did he find that speed? Very nice move there. Looks like he's got it from the outside in this corner, and he's got it. Came a bit from nowhere there. A lot of time in that last hairpin there. A good exit into slipstream and made it happen there already in the back straight. All the fighting of course will mean that McGregor will gain even more time now. 1.6 seconds out of Silva. Let's see if Simic can do the same as he did last lap. Into the slipstream. Trying to build up some speed. Now he should dive up the inside. He's diving up the inside. Silva carrying the momentum around the outside, side by side through the corner. And Simic's got it again. But Silva not give up with a better exit there. Keep it in the inside, making a bit of contact there. A bit cheeky there, but nothing happened. And Silva's defending the place. Simic is having a go here. That's not planned, but Silva backing out of it. Very wise move by Silva there, because that wasn't gonna end well if they tried to go side by side there. We already saw Simic hitting the wall with them by himself. So really hard fighting here. Moves where you don't think there would be any moves possible, they make it happen even in these cars. Simic's got a bit of a gap again. Silva drifting out, trying to keep up, but Simic is getting away a bit. I don't think he'll be able to do the same thing this time around. While these two are fighting here, it's McGregor getting way at the front. He's got a gap of about 4 seconds now. 4.1. So it looks like McGregor's got his first position again after what happened in the first corner, almost dead last, then overtaking the entire field to get up into first position again. He's got 6 spare laps, he did it in. Amazing stuff. They've completed 21 laps now, so they've got only 5 laps to go. Looks like Silva's losing touch now. We can go on board a bit with Silva, seeing how he tries to keep up with Simic now. On the mountain here, trying to get real close to these walls. Ooh, Simic is going wide here, you see. Silva getting a bit hung up in the curve as well. There's a lapper coming up. Steindeck coming up. As you can see, really close to these walls every time. To do this for 26 laps in a row in these cars is pretty amazing. Alone, they're fighting and they're trying to do overtakes where there's barely any place for one car. Any mistake here will cause you to go into the walls. Going side by side is just purely amazing. He's catching up a bit again to Simičić. That gap will only be about 0.7 of a second now. Stanek holding Simičić up. That will compromise his exit. See if he can get past Stanek without any problems. He's got a better exit just to the left. That should be done. So they've lapped up until 7th position now. Next guy up would be Rodriguez, but he's quite a bit ahead of Stanek. Smoke there coming from Simičić's tires. Look how close they are to the walls here. Trying to get every inch of the track. Very hard to brake here. Not a straight line with the engines on the back of these cars. They're not really stable, and rear end tries to overtake you when you're braking, especially downhill during corners like that. Gap now from Simičić to McGregor is 5 seconds. Simičić hitting the outside wall again. Wonder how many times he's hit that there already. So it looks like Silva's making up his time on the 3rd sector on the back straight here. He's catching up here again. He's almost on the back of Simičić now. Made up a lot of ground again. Smoking tires for Simičić. Let's see if we can square him up, maybe get a good exit out of this corner. It takes an early apex though. Doesn't look like this exit will be just good enough to get past Simičić. He's got high top speed though, he's having a look down the inside. Braking earlier though, Simičić really late. Defending the position well. Not giving him any more room that he needs. They're in their last 3 laps now. So if Silva wants to get the 2nd position, he'll have to do it quick. Silva then can make up quite a bit of points. He's currently in 8th position, and if he could get that 2nd position, that might be him jumping all the way up into the top 5 in the overall standings. There's LaRose just in front of him. He DNF'd, you saw earlier, from 2nd position, so he won't get any points today. And while I'm saying that, Simičić made a tiny mistake, which caused Silva to catch up again. Let's concentrate on this fight a bit, it's getting real close again. We've seen Silva with better top speed than Simičić already. Finding the slipstream, look at the top speed difference. It's like he's standing still. Damn. Not a problem at all. Simičić having a look down the inside though. Going side by side. Simičić not make it easy at all. Bit of contact there and Simicic holds the position. What a rate draft there by Simicic. Silva's not giving up yet though. He's got another long straight to go. He's got a decent exit. Not that good, but we've seen his top speed being a lot higher as Simicic already. He's starting to catch up now in the slipstream, gaining even more speed. Simicic not giving him any more room than he needs. And he holds him off. Really defending well, Simicic now. He's giving him space, but not more than one calling. And now Silva is slowing down. What's going on? Looks like he broke his engine. Maybe downshifting a bit too quick, but that's a real shame. So that means he won't jump into his position in the championship either. He was looking good for maybe even the top 5 in the championship, and that ruined it for him now. Of course, double points in this race with about 2 laps to go even. That's a real shame for Silva. That now sees Kostowski jumping up in 3rd position. He's having a steady race as he always has. I haven't really seen too much from him, he's just steadily putting in the laps. Doing around 21-22s. Not the absolute best pace we've seen on top, but he's keeping the laps. He's just checking them off without making too many mistakes, and as you see, he'll take advantage of the mistakes that other people make, like Silva just did. That's a real shame. Pitstrip in 4th, jumping up now as well. We'll see Rodriguez jumping into 5th, so the last podium, last top 5 position. Staniak is in 7th, Paul 8th, Betty 9th, Smith 10th. There's Bremen in 11th and Ramsbottom, the last that's still in the race, is 12th. But they'll all be going up 1 spot because Silva blew his engine. So the gaps are a bit bigger now. Let's go on board with McGregor. He's been dominating the whole season, and this will be the last lap he'll do in this championship. He'll end the season in dominating style again, just passing through the whole field. It's a real deserved champion here. He's been fastest in all races. He's won all races but 2, and he's had some misfortune in those 2 races. He's had the best pace in every race so far in this whole season. He's been really impressive, and he's going to take the championship now if he finishes this lap without any problems. It will be Kostowski that finishes 2nd in the championship, Simicic 3rd, Pitstrip 5th, and it looks like Staniak 5th. In the roads there we have a good chance to jump Betty, but of course he disconnected, so he won't be able to do that. McGregor have a gap of almost 10 seconds. So he's made it to 20 seconds, he was behind. He's fought through the field trying to make it that time, and then he's put a gap of almost 10 seconds on Simicic. Really dominating it today. Going through the last corners now. One more corner and he'll have the championship for himself. Well deserved win here, and well deserved champion. drifting around. Sim just crosses the line now in second. Awesome racer from McGregor. He parks the car. Third place now, Kostowski going over the line. He'll take second in the championship. Very good, consistent season it's been for Kostowski. He hasn't been the quickest in any race, but he's been there all the time, and he took advantage every time someone else made the mistake. And he's a well-deserved second place here now. Bitstrip as well, finishing the season strong in fourth. He had a good race last week as well. He'll finish the season in fourth as well in the championship. So Bitstrip just crossed the finish line. There we go, Smith across. Yes, Ramsbottom across 2 laps down. So he won't take advantage of the fact that Silver blew his engine. Bremen now on position. And we're only waiting on Rodriguez now. He's almost at the finish line in 5th position. It's the last guy that hasn't been lapped. So they've lapped everyone up until 6th place. Amazing. Rodriguez now coming through the last corner. The last driver to be still driving in this championship. And he even loses it. He loses on the curb. He extends the season for us. And there he goes. 5th position for Rodriguez. So a very good end to the season here. With a real stunner here, with McGregor trying to fight through the field, and the pit stops, everything was really close for a couple of laps. A well deserved, well fought win there for McGregor. Taking the championship in style. Rodriguez here doing the final donuts. I hope you all enjoyed the stream and the racing here. The racing's been fantastic here at Bathurst Mount Panorama. And I hope to see everyone around for some more leaks here on Race Department. Nou, weer geen Thomas. Ach ja.